Yo, welcome to Trippy Commentaries. Thank you for joining me here in GTA 5, where the brand new Ill-Gotten Gains update Part 1 is available. I'm RJ. We've had some recent reports that perhaps Rockstar has changed the San Andreas map after the update. We know in the past that they've added some new things into the game without even telling us, so I definitely wanted to check out a couple areas here in San Andreas. We'll go over some of the new additions that came with the Ill-Gotten Gains update, and we'll look at a brand new discovery which is right next to the Chiliad Mystery mural. It could correlate directly with the mystery, so we'll look at all that and more in this episode. Thanks again for joining up. Now, I've gotten some tweets that said that they could possibly be working on the nuclear submarine here in the Merryweather hangar. I gotta say, guys, I've done a little bit of research and it doesn't look like they've done a whole lot to me. I really wish they would get this thing fixed. This might be a clue that we could potentially be able to drive the nuclear submarine one day here in San Andreas. Now, I have another piece of evidence I'll show you guys that could let us know that nuclear submarines are definitely swimming around the oceans of San Andreas. But when it comes to this one right here, not really noticing anything about it. Doesn't look like they've added anything with the new update, even though I've got some tweets telling me that it is a little bit different. Let me know if you guys have noticed anything at all. We still have the Ill-Gotten Gains update Part 2 coming out, so maybe that's an opportunity for Rockstar to add something in. I mean, I really want a new submarine, and I'd love to drive the nuclear submarine, but we also want something smaller, something faster, maybe like a personal submarine. This game has so much room to explore underwater, but you have to do it at such a slow pace, and the submersible and the Kraken really aren't the best for exploring, if you ask me. I still want something else. Something huge would be fun to drive, but we also want some other kind of submarines and really some more things to do underwater. It's amazing how much room there is to explore underwater, even though there's not a whole lot to do other than just look at some of the bigger structures that are hidden in the depths of the ocean. So here we are at the Merryweather hangar. The one thing we wanted to check out is if the Merryweather hangar, like a lot of the other suspicious locations in the game, is being observed by Group 6. If you go to Fort Zancudo, it's kind of odd that their camera system is Group 6. If you go to the prison, they use Group 6 as well. Even Lester uses Group 6. Well, this is the Merryweather hangar. Merryweather is another private security system that you'd have to think competes directly with Group 6. They're both the same kind of company, but if you look at the cameras here at the office, Merryweather is also using Group 6 services. Very interesting, because I really thought Merryweather might have had something to do with the Chiliad Mystery. We looked into them a lot, and the one thing I noticed is that Group 6 might have more to do with it. If you look at the special edition map, you can see there's some hidden Group 6 logos pointing you in different directions. And like I said, they are directly involved with some of the more suspicious locations in GTA 5. I would have liked for them to update something here in the room. I wanted there to be something we could interact with, but it doesn't look like that's the case. There is the familiar green coloring here that you could definitely correlate to Group 6, maybe even the Chiliad Mystery with the color that shines down there at Fort Zancudo. Not really seeing anything else. It just makes me wonder how powerful Group 6 is. If you actually have Merryweather using their services, maybe that's a sign that Group 6 is the most powerful organization in GTA history. Not only are they involved with the military, they're involved with another private security company, Lester, who knows just about everything there is to know. Very crazy stuff, guys. Now, you might be wondering, why do I think a nuclear submarine will be drivable in the game? Let's head to a big piece of evidence. Here we are at the north end of the San Andreas map. In the shadow of Mount Chiliad. It is here where you can find the sunken nuclear submarine. Now, I will say that it does look a little bit different than the submarine that's being built at the Merryweather hangar, but it does look like proof that submarines swim in the oceans around San Andreas. Now, there's some pretty crazy additions to the game with the new Ill-Gotten Gains update. Part 1 The craziest one for me is gold-plated aircrafts. You can get a gold-plated Luxor and gold-plated Swift. It's a little bit weird that there are nothing new to the vehicles except for the new paint job and the ability to smoke cigars and drink in the back of the Swift or Luxor. They are extremely expensive in GTA Online. I haven't really played a ton of online, so I have nowhere near enough money to actually buy these things, and if I did, I'm not sure if that's what I'd be spending it on. That's for sure. The Luxor costs $10 million, and the Swift is over $5 million. So I guess if you guys have enough money, feel free to purchase those. There is a pretty cool vehicle called the Enos Windsor that has a interesting paint job. So check those out. You can get them in single player as well, but they are extremely expensive. Now, as far as the other additions to the game, there are 15 new tattoos, a bunch of new clothing items, and the clothing items are a little bit strange. They might directly correlate to the Chiliad Mystery. We'll have to check those out and see if there are some possible clues in those. You have some custom weapon engravings available. There is a description here that says gameplay tweaks. So I know they've added a new camera angle that we can use that was available in the PC version of the game, so they have changed that. Hopefully some new additions that we have yet to discover yet, because I've definitely noticed some new notes and things that they tell us about that weren't in the game before. And there's a new weapon as well. Some really cool features that I'm happy to see, but I really can't wait for part 2 of this Ill-Gotten Gains update, because I really have a feeling they have some special things planned for us, and that's why they're making it a 2-parter. Hopefully some vehicles that they're trying to get the kinks out of, possibly the Hydra. Still waiting for that on single player. I've actually gotten some rumors that the Hydra will never come to single player. Hopefully that's not true, and I seriously doubt it. I think that we'll get it in that hangar. The new hangar that opens up in GTA Online has an animation and everything, so it's still a complete mystery on why it is not open in single player. I'm expecting it maybe to be open when part 2 is released. Once again, you have this giant nuclear submarine. Can we one day drive a submarine ourselves, or at least a submarine on this status? I mean, you can see there are some missile bays. Perhaps we can shoot out missiles, take down some huge ships, because if there's one thing that I want to do more than anything else in San Andreas, even more than flying around in a jetpack, it would be to have a huge aircraft carrier or battleship. There's so much room to maneuver in the oceans around San Andreas that I think it would make a lot of sense, and we really want to see some new ships being added to the game. Right now it's all small. You know, you have the aircraft carrier in the heist mission, and you have the huge yacht that you can see as well in a heist mission and in single player. But I just want some stuff that we can drive around, that's for sure. Hopefully we will get it very soon. I'll meet you guys on the top of Mount Chiliad. This is the new combat personal defense weapon. Definitely make sure you guys go pick that up from the gun store. And here we are at the mural. Does each one of these pictures represent a character in the storyline? That would kind of make sense if Michael is the UFO, Trevor is the jetpack, and Franklin's the egg. Because if Franklin is indeed the egg, his path goes straight up through the mountain. He's the one character that you cannot kill, and he's kind of the central character in GTA 5, so that would certainly make a lot of sense. Now, there has been a new clue discovered right here at the mystery mural. This is a crazy clue, guys. I really want to know what you think about it. It only spawns at 1 a.m., which is very interesting. We know the UFO spawns at 3 a.m., so why would they put this new clue only here at 1 a.m.? Let's go check it out and confirm it for the first time here at Trippy Commentaries. There we go, 1 a.m. Looks like the gondola is just making it up here. Nice timing. Do not fall down, Trevor. If you come all the way over here to this side, guys, you can see a spider web. Not too sure what the hell a spider web is doing here underneath the mural. I don't even know what it signifies. It's gotta mean something. I don't know why Rockstar would put this here for no reason at all. Now, I will say that maybe it's just wiring. Maybe it's not signifying a spider at all, but I think it's definitely signifying the spider. It's only going to be there between 1 and 2 o'clock, so we'll be researching this a lot in the near future. I also want to put a link in the description to a couple videos from some other Jetpack Hunters where they covered the spider web. Definitely check that out, guys. Show them love. And we have to figure out, why is this spider web underneath the Chiliad Mystery mural? What the hell's going on? There's only one location that I can correlate to that spider web, so I'll show that off to end the episode. And I'll also show you guys that it does indeed disappear after 2 o'clock. What the hell does a spider web have to do with the Chiliad Mystery? Are they maybe going to add spiders into the game? Maybe you can eat some peyote and turn into a spider. That would be crazy, considering you can crawl up walls and whatnot. Maybe even getting a new Spider-Man like ability. I mean, that would be amazing. I don't know if you guys have played Spider-Man 2. It was a GTA-like game where you controlled Spider-Man. You can run across the city, of course, web sling everywhere. It was a lot of fun. So if they somehow added that functionality into the game, I think that would make this the greatest game by far. It probably already is, but if you add in the ability to become Spider-Man, I've seen some mods on the PC edition where they have done that, so maybe that's given them the motivation to actually put a full feature Spider-Man ability. Something, maybe just a grappling hook would really add a lot to the experience, that's for sure. Let's head back over here, and as you guys can see, the spider web has disappeared. There's only one location that I can think of in all of San Andreas that could possibly link to this. Let's head over to the observatory and end out this episode of the Jetpack Hunter. Coming in hot. Watch out. We'll land right here on the roof. Whoa, little glitch action. There goes the buzzard. So here is the front door to the observatory, and if you look at the symbols on the door, this might be the link to the spider web. You can see this one here and the one below it do look a little bit similar to that web back there at the hut, but I really can't confirm that. Let me know if you guys have any ideas, as we'll be trying some things out in some upcoming episodes. Thanks again for joining up, guys. We have another full-length HD Chiliad Mystery episode coming at you very soon. There's still a couple things that we need to finish up. We have some loose ends that we have to finish off when it comes to our Chiliad Mystery theories, one including the tank and the Zancudo UFO, so stay tuned, guys. We'll bring that to you very soon. As always, stay trippy, my friends.